So if you've been hanging around here in the channel, you probably heard me saying this, but I'm going to say it again. And again, you know, one of my best or one of my favorite piece of equipment in my entire military career, to include combat deployments to Iraq, Afghanistan, training exercises, you name it. You know, you're probably going to think it's a cool gun, right? That's probably what you're thinking. No, it was just plain simple headlights. I mean, you could do so much with this type of flashlights, are just fantastic, and I love it. Actually, this and multi-tools was some of the equipments that I used more than anything ever, right? Some of you guys think that just because you're in the Marine, you're hanging around shooting at people all day long. That's not true. So anyway, let's take a look at this one that was sent here to the channel by ThruNite. This is the TH30 super bright rechargeable headlamp. So let's get started. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate the support. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post a video. Also check out our sponsors and check out some of the links that we're going to link down there in the description below. So I got this headlamp here from ThruNite, and we're going to talk about it. This one's kind of interesting because this one could be utilized as a headlamp, but also could be utilized as your everyday carry light. So you have multi different capabilities with this one. Now, I haven't done a ThruNite video in really a long time, but I wanted to take a look at this light just because pretty much the main point that I just made, you know, you could use it as a headlamp, but you could also use it as a regular EDC light. So again, you know, you have that capability that you could go from just, you know, using it in your head, and I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to play some B-roll here for you guys, but at the same time, you could take it off and put it in your pocket. To me, that's just fantastic. Check it out, guys. This is actually the third headlamp that I get from ThruNite, and I'm gonna put them all together in a different video and compare for you guys. But this one right here, pretty cool, very light. This one you could use it, you know, I mean, this thing is just fantastic, carries really well. Then you have this one that I did a video a while ago. This one was kind of cool too, but again, it was kind of heavy, and you could feel that it's kind of heavy in the front. This one is a little bit heavy as well, but the amount of lumens that you pull out of this one is fantastic. But the only kind of like, now that I think about it, the downfalls of these two lights is the fact that they're headlamps. That's it. You use them just as a headlight, and that's it. Obviously, you could take it off and you could hold it and use it in handheld kind of style, but primarily it's the headlight. Now, this one, it kind of goes differently. You got your head strap right here, and essentially you could remove it from the rubber pieces and you could use it as a regular handheld light, or you could leave it in the headpiece right here. It comes with its own clip, which is right here, and you could just put it in here and then use it as a regular flashlight. I kind of like that a lot. Again, it gives you that ability of having a headlamp as well as an everyday carry flashlight if you want to use it that way. Now, obviously, it is rechargeable. So again, this flashlight in the ability of everyday carry, camping, hiking, I mean, you name it. You could use it for multiple applications. I wouldn't say for, you know, home defense or things like that, but you could use it for your everyday life. I think it will work just fine. I do like the ergos. You know, you kind of hold it like this, so it's a little bit different than we are used to, but again, you could point, and I mean, it's just really interesting flashlight. Now, I got to tell you, this light has different settings. You know, your low, your medium, your high, your turbo. I mean, SOS, fly. I mean, bunch of different one. Actually has two different types of medium. Has a medium low and a regular medium. So again, every single one is going to have the runtime and all that stuff. I'm going to put it right here for you guys to see that, as well as the description below. There's going to be a link with information so you can see all that information. But one of the most impressive things about this light is the fact that pushes out 3,350 lumens. Now, that is insane. Like, insane. Like, I just don't know how else to tell you how insane is the fact that this light pushes out so much output. I mean, over 3,000 lumens on a flashlight that is this size. That is just ridiculous, insane. I mean, I could go all day long, right?
So I'm just going to show you the highest setting here because my camera is having issues picking up the different lightings. But look at this. This should be over 3,000 lumens. I mean, I feel like I got the sun back here in my backyard. I can see everything from a little bit flashlight. I mean, look at this. This thing is super small, and look how much light I got. Like, I could see everything. Obviously, you don't see a hot spot. It's more like a float, so it's all over. So it's not really a hot spot like we used to in the past. But again, you know, a lot of lighting. One thing that I would tell you is that it's getting very, very hot. Like, I'm touching it right now. It's super hot. So having something like this in your head being really hot is not going to be comfortable at all. I cannot see this being comfortable. Like this right here, yeah, like the top part is actually like burning. So again, you know, I don't see me having something this hot in my head. I think at this point it's really uncomfortable, and it's really gonna burn my forehead in a way. So again, you know, it is what it is. So with 3,000 lumens, that is just a ton of light. It's just insane. I just turn it off real quick here. Let me double tap again just to give you a look again. There it is. I'm gonna try to go down in the setting. Hopefully the camera will pick it up this time. And there we go. From there, let's double tap on it. Boom. Like I said, guys, it's just really hot right now. Very, very hot. Just real quick, we just finished doing the testing out here, recording some footage for you guys so you guys can see how bright it is. Again, like I said, very, very hot. I still feel it. I mean, this thing is like burning. Again, that's very common. That's one of the reasons why the turbo only lasts about a minute and a half, because if it lasts longer than that, would actually burn the flashlight and will kill it. That's why there's a run time of only about a minute and a half. But like I said, pretty hot right now.
Now, the way you operate is real simple. You press the button right here, which is illuminated in blue. Now, that means that it's good. Remember, guys, it's rechargeable, right? And you have a rechargeable port right here, which actually, when I removed the little lid, it kind of came out. So, but it does come with an extra one. I need to stick it back in there. But now, right now, it's blue. When it turns red, obviously, that means that needs to be charged. And when it turns purple, it means that there's something wrong with the light. But again, you know, once you turn it on, you press down and you could go through the different settings, and we're kind of going to look right now, right? Look at how bright that is. And SOS. And again, you know, all the settings right there. So obviously you got to do some training. As you do training, you get better how to use the light. It does have a memory setting, which means that if I turn it off and I turn it back on, obviously it's going to go to that setting. Now, if I press down and I hold it, it's going to go to the Firefly setting, which this right here should give you about 32 days, and it's 0.5 lumens. So not even a lumen. And again, it's going to give you 32 days. That's crazy. That's a lot. Now, one negative thing that I'm going to say is the cap right here is not magnetic. It would be nice if it would be magnetic, so you could, you know, like put it against something or something like that, right? So again, a lot of the old like flashlights are magnetic, and I do appreciate that.
All right, guys, here's a couple of things that comes in the box. Obviously, you get the flashlight right here. You get the headband right here. You also get a spare one, and I can see why, because these little things, I mean, they're just essentially rubber. So you stick it in there, and obviously with time, this could break, right? So it's nice that they give you a second one. If that one breaks, you could replace it. That is fantastic. It comes with an O-ring or a couple of O-rings right here. Actually comes with a spare cover lid for this right here, which it makes sense too, because I just ripped the one that I had. So it comes with a second one, so that's nice. A lot of different things. Here's the one that wasn't a flashlight, and it comes with your charging cable. So essentially, you have the whole package. I mean, you have everything that you need inside this package. I think it's about $79. A lot of money for a flashlight, but again, this flashlight pushes out a lot of lumens.
Other than that, guys, pretty cool light. I mean, I like the ergos. It kind of feels good. It feels easy to operate. Really not that heavy. Really easy to use. I mean, it looks like a really cool flashlight. Obviously, it has one of those 18650 batteries. Let me see if I got it right. 18650. There we go. And obviously, this type of batteries right here are necessary in order to be able to get that max output. That's why you see typically flashlights like this holding this type of output, because of having this type of batteries, because it needs that type of battery to push out a ton of lumens. Really cool flashlight. It is kind of not like super heavy, but it's a little bit heavy, so it's not going to be as easy as carrying something like this, right? This one is just super light, super easy. I mean, but again, this one gives you an amount of insane capability versus this one, right? So it is what it is. If you want more lumens, you're gonna carry more weight in your head. All right, guys, just like any other flashlight out there, it's waterproof, IPX8 standard, which is pretty standard for all these flashlights. About 2 meters, obviously impact resistant. It weighs about 123 grams without a battery. And again, I'm gonna put the links down below so you can see all the specs down there. Now, one thing that I noticed while I was charging the flashlight, which I thought was kind of cool, is that even though it's charging, I just plug it in here to my computer. You can still use the flashlight. Now, you're only gonna have one setting, so you're not gonna have a multiple different settings. But again, it's kind of cool that if you have a plug into your computer or something, you could still use it. Something comes out, disconnect it and use it again, right? One thing that I want to mention is that you could rotate the flashlight right here. Obviously, you could go down. You could set it up. You could put it whatever level you want according to whatever requirement you have, right? So again, the flashlight could be moved pretty easy up and down. Also, the strap is going to have adjustable settings, so you could adjust obviously the strap to your head to fit your needs. Not everybody has the same size of head, right? Again, I want to mention that this is kind of heavy, and it does feel heavy. So again, it's not going to feel as light as some of the typical flashlights out there. It does feel a lot heavier than some of the lights that I have had in the past. All right, guys, there you have it, the TH30. Again, about $80. Kind of expensive, but again, the fact that you could use it as a headlamp or you could use it as an everyday carry, you could probably get your money out of that. Again, over 3,000 lumens. That is a ton of lumens. So definitely let me know what you think. Like I said, you could use it for multiple applications. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, God is in control.